Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our little corner of the world. It is so good to have you here with us today for another English session. I am Elizabeth.
And I am James. It really is the highlight of my day sitting here with you, Elizabeth, and with all of our listeners, of course.
Oh, James, you always know how to start the show with a charm. You are going to make me blush before we even start the lesson.
That is always the goal. But we do have a serious topic today, do we not? It is something that makes a lot of people nervous.
It really does. Today, we are talking about how to talk to the police in English. Now, I know simply seeing a police car can make your heart beat a little faster.
It happens to everyone, even me. I see those blue lights and I wonder if I did something wrong. But knowing the right words can make you feel safe and confident.
Exactly. We want you to be prepared for anything, whether you need help or if an officer stops you to ask a question. So, James, shall we dive in?
Let's do it. Imagine this scenario. You are driving your car. The music is playing. You are looking at the scenery.
Are you driving me? Because if you are driving, I feel very safe.
I would drive you anywhere you wanted to go. But yes, let's say I am driving. Suddenly, I see flashing lights behind me. I have to pull over.
Pull over. That is a great phrasal verb to start with. To pull over means to move your vehicle to the side of the road and stop. Let's practice that slowly.
Pull over. Pull over.
So the police officer walks up to the window. The first thing they will usually ask for is your identification. James, what does that sound like?
They will usually say, "Can I see your license and registration, please?"
That is a classic phrase. License refers to your driver's license. Registration is the official paper that proves you own the car.
Right. So when you hand them over, you don't need to say a long sentence. You can simply say, "Here you go, officer," or "Here they are."
Keep it simple. That is the best advice. Let's try that phrase with our listeners.
Here you go, officer. Here you go, officer.
James, your voice is so calming. I think even the police officer would relax if you spoke to them.
I hope so, but honesty is key here. Sometimes the officer will ask,
That is
"Do
a
you know
tricky
why
question.
I pulled you over?"
If you say yes, you are admitting you did something wrong. If you say no, maybe you seem unaware. What should we do?
It is usually best to be polite and honest, but brief. You can say, "I'm not sure, officer," or "Was I speeding?"
That is a good, safe response. Let's practice admitting a mistake politely, just in case. Imagine you were going too fast. You can say, "I'm sorry, I did not realize I was speeding."
I am sorry. I did not realize I was speeding.
Perfect. And remember, politeness goes a long way. Always use the word officer. It shows respect.
Respect is important in every relationship, isn't it? Whether it's with the police or between two people talking on a podcast.
I couldn't agree more. Now, let's switch the mood. Talking to the police isn't always about being in trouble. Sometimes you need their help.
That is true. Imagine you're walking in a new city. Maybe you and I are on a vacation together, walking through London or New York.
That sounds lovely, just walking and talking. But oh no, what if we lose something? What if my bag gets stolen?
I would catch the thief for you, Elizabeth. Don't worry. But for the sake of the lesson, we should find a police officer.
You need to know how to report a crime. The key phrase here is, I would like to report a theft.
Let's break that down. I would like to report a theft.
Theft means someone stole something. You might also need to say, I have been robbed.
What is the difference, Elizabeth?
Robbed usually means someone took something from you directly, maybe with force. Theft is more general, like if you left your phone on a table and it vanished.
I see. That is an important distinction. The police will then ask you for a description. They will say, "Can you describe the item?"
And this is where your color and shape vocabulary comes in handy. You might say, "It is a small black leather wallet."
Or, "It is a beautiful, sparkling diamond ring that James gave me."
James, we're role-playing. But yes, describing the details is vital. Let's practice a description sentence.
It is a small, black, leather bag.
They might also ask about the person who took it. We call this a suspect description. They might ask, "What did he look like?"
You need to talk about height, hair color, and clothes. For example, he was tall, wearing a blue jacket and jeans.
Let's try that slowly. It's good practice for adjectives.
He was tall, wearing a blue jacket and jeans.
You are doing great. I know this topic can feel serious, but learning these phrases makes you powerful. It makes you safe.
And we want you to be safe. I want you to be safe. So let's look at another situation. What if you witness an accident?
That is very common. You see two cars crash. You are the witness. The police will ask you for a statement.
A statement is just your story of what happened. You can start by saying, "I saw everything."
Simple and strong. I saw everything. Then you use past continuous tense. The red car was turning left.
The red car was turning left.
And then what happened, James?
The blue car did not stop.
Run a
It
red
ran
light.
the red light.
That is a great phrase. It means the light was red, but the driver kept going. That is very dangerous.
It ran the red light.
I am glad we are just talking about this and not actually seeing it. I prefer looking at you than looking at traffic accidents.
You are making me smile again. Okay, let's do one more very practical scenario. Asking for directions.
Can we ask police for directions?
Absolutely. Police officers are usually very helpful with tourists or locals. If you are lost, a police officer is the safest person to ask.
So, how do we approach them? We do not want to startle them.
Precise. You should smile, walk up calmly, and say, "Excuse me, officer, could you help me find my way?"
Let's try that very polite opening.
Excuse me, officer, could you help me?
Then you ask for the specific place. How do I get to the train station? Or, where is the nearest hospital?
Let's practice the hospital one. It is important for emergencies.
Where is the nearest hospital?
Perfect. And usually they will point and give you simple instructions. Go straight, turn left.
You know, James, sometimes police speak very fast, especially on the radio or when they are busy. What if we do not understand them?
That is a very valid fear. Never be afraid to say you don't understand. You can say, "I'm learning English. Please speak slowly."
That is the magic phrase. Most people, even tough police officers, will become softer when they know you are learning.
Please speak slowly. I am learning English.
Listeners, if you only remember one thing from today, remember that phrase. It gives you time to think.
Elizabeth, have you ever had a funny interaction with the police?
Well, once I locked my keys inside my car while the engine was running. A police officer had to help me open the door with a special tool. I felt so silly.
Oh no, that is adorable. I can just imagine you standing there looking embarrassed.
I was very embarrassed. I had to say, "Officer, I have locked myself out." It's a good phrase to know, though.
I have locked myself out.
Now, before we wrap up, I want to review some of the vocabulary we touched on today. We covered a lot of ground.
We did. We started with license and registration. Those are your documents.
We talked about speeding, driving too fast, and pull over, stopping your car.
We also discussed theft and robbery and how to give a description.
And finally, we talked about being a witness and giving a statement.
It sounds like a lot, but don't worry. You can listen to this episode again. Listen to Elizabeth's beautiful voice and repeat the phrases.
And listen to James' strong, comforting voice to help you feel brave.
We really want you to feel confident. The police are there to protect the community. Talking to them should not be terrifying.
Exactly. Just breathe, speak slowly, and remember your manners.
And remember that we are always here for you, cheering you on. I'm certainly cheering for you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, James, and thank you to everyone listening. We hope you have a safe, happy week. Stay out of trouble.
Yes, stay out of trouble, but if you get into trouble, now you know what to say.
Take care, everyone. Keep practicing.
Goodbye for now. See you next time.